Ike Diaz live. We go live. I want to thank everybody for tuning in this morning. I just wanted to get on real quick because um, I want to tell you a little something. Man, it's been a weird week. Like, I want to show that like that. I don't know why. It looks really cool though when later on for some reason. But then people get upset because they always want. People always tell me you have to go. You have to be present in person. You know what I mean? So I don't have to read that. That's crazy. It says that Hangouts on Air is going away later this year for quick streaming. Try YouTube webcam. I was on earlier. Well, I was on yesterday something, but it was saying I actually clicked on it. But Ike is live. I just came on. King Cannabis, sponsored by King Cannabis, sponsored by KBLP LLC. That's my team, so make sure you check them out, guys. Man, it's Bushwick Bill this week at 52 years old, and then now um, Pat Bowlen at 75. Bushwick Bill at 52 equals 7, and then Pat Bowlen equals 12. Just craziness, dude. Just craziness. But we knew Pat Bowlen was sick, though. We knew both were sick. I was just gonna turn that down. I like to mirror it in the TV so I know it's running when I'm on live. I like to make sure it's mirrored. Uh, hey, Avante, Wingsgate, hello. Thanks for stopping by. You're cool. I'm doing just a quick live because the owner of the Broncos, because I'm in Denver, Colorado, he passed away. So I want to make sure to do this live real quick. I'm trying to read some information about what happened. So, Dirt Red Gaming, what's up, man? Good morning to you. I got your other page, man. I just subscribed to it right now. I don't know if you noticed. I just went and gave you a hug, man. Avante's new. If you want to stop by her page, she's give her a hug and a legit comment. You know what I'm saying? But once again, thank you for tuning in. This is Ike Diaz Live. You're live with me, and I'm just letting you know. Pat Bowlen. I go back in 1986. Yeah. You'd be like, oh, that fool is old. No. The Broncos were in the playoffs. I'm away from sports. I even said it on yesterday's podcast that I'm leaving the sports station. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna do the old school music on my radio show, but I'm not doing sports anymore because I'm just getting away from sports because it's all rigged. I said it yesterday, but Pat Bowlen I grew up on. You know what I mean? He was. I watched him with his fur coats on the Broncos sidelines when they were going winning Super Bowls. So it was pretty amazing. It was pretty amazing to watch all that. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that everybody goes by and gives each other a hug. Just me, you know what I'm saying? Dirt Red Gaming, Team FE. Make sure you give the new folks a hug. Show them some love. You know what I'm saying? They're out here. They're out here doing it too. You know what I'm saying? So make it happy for them so that they get subscribers, they get hugs, likes, and legit comments in in their uh, in their feeds. You know what I mean? So it's easy to support everybody. So we build up. Everybody's trying to build up in here. We're trying to build up in here. We're trying to do it. We're trying to go big. We're trying to do it big, guys. That way. So Ike D is live. Pat Bowlen, the story, he wore his fur coats on the sidelines. when it was freezing cold in Cleveland. You know, it was like 10 below zero, and he was out there, you know, watching John Elway. John Elway's, you know, I didn't think that was his greatest, but because John Elway was that era, the 80s, the 70s, 80s, 90s was real football. I talked about it yesterday. The 2001, whatever, they signed that entertainment agreement, and everything's set up now in the NFL. So that's why I'm leaving sports. When referees come out and say that they rig games, they come out on national media and say they rig games. How could we can't watch it? You know what I mean? And if you go by the numbers, just like uh, the NBA Finals had just happened, you go by the numbers. I went by all the numbers, and I knew Toronto was going to win. I knew Toronto was going to win this thing. And then on top of that, Steph Curry's moon hoax. That's right there, set him up. Right there, set Steph Curry up. Once he said that, they told him he was losing in the finals. And what did he do? In the final minutes, he came down. He came down and he missed the shot that he should have never took. So just go by the numbers. 30. You know, he wears the jersey number 30. Just go by the numbers. And you'll see it was game 6. You know, the rapper out there, Drake, calls Toronto the 6. It's just go by all the numbers, guys. I booked it down in the book. If you want the book, guys, numbers and letters, I can send it to you. I can send it to anybody for free. So if you want the book, just let me know. I know a couple people asked me yesterday when we were on live, and I'll send you the book. But RIP to Pat Bowlen. And like I said, I watched him on all the Super Bowls, on every game. I never missed a Bronco game in my life till the last couple of years. I just didn't have the heart to watch it no more. I just couldn't do it, and it was disturbing me and disturbing the people around me. So I just was like, forget it. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty hard, guys, and to know that somebody that you watched growing up, yeah, he's an elite. You know, he's a high ranking Mason. So we don't know for sure. He just left the scene like a few years ago. He just left, and all you seen was John Elway. John Elway took over. So John Elway's running everything. You know what I mean? Now I think the family's going to get involved. John Elway may not be a part of the Broncos no more. That's something that you gotta look ahead towards. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you one thing. Even though I'm not in sports, the Broncos are gonna win the Super Bowl this year. I went by all the numbers, and them getting the quarterback from Baltimore. I knew it. I called this 3 years ago. I called this. I didn't like this quarterback at all. He already won a Super Bowl, but I said 3 years ago that he was going to end up on the Broncos. He's here with the Broncos now, and the Broncos are going to win a Super Bowl this year, guys. So go by the numbers. You'll see that the Broncos will be in the Super Bowl this year. They're going to defeat Tom Brady in the playoffs, and they're going to go to the Super Bowl. I already said I wouldn't talk about the sports, but when I get into sports, it gets deep. But once again, RIP to Pat Bowlen, and I wish the best for his family. I had stopped giving RIPs out because all these fake these hoaxes, or so whatever they're called. You know what I mean? I had stopped saying it because I didn't think anybody was really passing. You know what I mean? So I said forget it, because I really just left sports, guys. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I really didn't have the heart in it, so I just left it alone. And the only reason I'm here talking about Pat Bowlen is I grew up on him. You know what I mean? I grew up watching the Broncos, and And that's just the way my life was. I was a Bronco fan, a true Bronco fan. I supported. I showed love. You know what I mean? And that's the way it is, guys. And Pat Bowlen, I just could remember him jumping up when the Broncos won in the playoffs and the Super Bowl. This one's for John. I know John Elway's high ranking up there at the Masons. You know what I mean? I know. But, John Elway to me has always been the number one quarterback. I used to say the GOAT before I found out about the Baphomet stuff and all that. Because John Elway is the best. He played in the real time of football. He didn't play in the era, this soft era with this soft stuff. Because the era now is so soft. It's crazy. If you would have seen if you go back and watch some of the John Elway tapes, and you'll see the hits he took without any flags or nothing. You think, Tom Brady took a lot of hits, but not like John Elway takes them. You know what I mean? John Elway took them like a man. Rufus Porter from Seattle used to terrorize him. But you got to go back and you guys got to go back and look at these tapes. These old Bronco tapes. You got to look at them. If you're into sports, guys, yes, like I said, I'm not doing sports no more. As a sportscaster, like I said, my heart's just not in it, guys. My heart. I think that my team knows that my heart's not in it because I only did like 3 or 4 sports shows. If I pop up on a couple sports shows, it's because I just thought something I needed to talk about. You know what I mean? As far as the sports goes, it's like the only reason I'm talking about the NBA Finals is because I knew it was set up. I knew who was going to win. And you can go back and listen to my videos, and I said that they would. Thank you, Jess. Thank you, Lolita. Avante. I hope I'm saying your name right. I was by her live. She was on live. She had a live stream this morning, so I hope I'm saying her name correctly. But you're live. Ike Diaz. Ike Diaz goes down. R.I.P. Pat Bowlen. He's the one that brought in Sunday Night Football to NBC, guys. He's the one that made it national. That's why I think he did a lot of things for the NFL, and I think he should have been in the Hall of Fame a long time ago. They should have put him in the Hall of Fame 10 years ago. He went to 7 Super Bowls or something like that. He has under his ownership, he has 77, no, but because 77, I can't remember who was on the team in 77, but 86, 87, 89, 97, 98, 2015, and 2013. That's 7 Super Bowls, and he has 2 Super Bowl wins. He has 7 Super Bowls under his belt, and he should have been in the Hall of Fame a long time ago. So if you think so, push the like button, say yes. And like I said, I appreciate it. R.I.P. Pat Bowlen. I wish I could talk more about it. I do have a lot of stories. I remember him doing interviews, talking, and then he just stopped doing them. But he was great at his interviews. They were comical. You know what I mean? If you watch him, the things that he said, he was so serious that they were comical. It was like comedy watching it. So watch some of the old interviews of Pat Bowlen. He was a pretty cool. I would have liked to meet him and have a steak dinner with him and eat a potato. You know what I mean? Because I think he would have been a cool dude to sit down and talk to and just get some information off of. You know what I mean? Because I'm all about getting information from people. Like, I want to know about things. Like, I have so many questions. So that's part of being in the truth movement. When you're in the truth movement, things like that. That's the way things go. You know what I mean? They slide up and down. But I'm gonna go, guys. I just want to do a quick live. I was gonna go on earlier, but I was hanging out with Avante on her page, talking because she's trying to get to. So make sure you go over to her page because she's trying to get to her 4,000 hours. So just stop by and give her some watch time if you can. Smash the like button and give her a hug. Sorry, I'm slipping. Dirt Red Gaming, I'm slipping. I'm sliding. Give her a hug. Show her some love. Let her know we stopped. Let her know you came over from Ike Diaz. Ike Diaz sent you over. That way she goes back and she supports your channel, guys. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for listening in. Ike Diaz live. I was gonna go on live last night and I went to sleep. Me and Coffee House were talking about it yesterday. We were gonna do a FE movement broadcast and I fell asleep, guys. So I apologize for that. But I'll try it again later today, or tonight. We'll go on live. I'll get a hold of Coffee House and we'll do it. So RIP Pat Bowlen. And this is Ike Diaz Live. You're tuned into Ike Diaz Live. Shout out to KBLP LLC speaker. Oh, yeah, I'll be on the Jam tonight, actually. Tonight's my podcast on the Jam. So check out the Jam tonight on speaker, on KBLP LLC 4, on Spotify, on iHeartRadio. Make sure you check them out on all those locations. And I thank you very much for supporting Ike Diaz as I go through my journey on my way. My buddy calls it a MIDI, but it's not that. It's because I'm stepping out of the simulation, guys. I'm out of the simulation. And it's hard. The only reason I'm doing this Pat Bowlen thing is because I grew up watching this guy since I was a little kid in 86. In 86, this is 1986. I was just a baby still, You got to think about it. 1978 to 86, it's 8 years. I was 8 years old. And I remember him jumping up and down. Oh, well, you've seen the videos over and over. They played them over and over on ESPN. But actually, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. That 86 game against Cleveland, I was in the back of my dad's truck. He had like a camper van, and my mom and him were in the front, and I was in the back with a little radio, listening to the Bronco game, listening to the Broncos beat Cleveland, coming back from the mountains. That's exactly how it was. I watched the whole thing later on, but I listened to it on the radio. That's one of my stories, guys. So it's pretty crazy. Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat. Dirt Red Gaming, Lolita, Avante. Just me. I know you've been here. I know you pop in and out. I know you're busy, but I thank you for being here and supporting the Ike Diaz Live. Thanks to everybody who supports. Once again, RIP. I keep saying RIP to Pat Bowlen and Ike Diaz Live. We're out of here, guys. I got a box I got to open up. I was watching True Stream Media. It's so funny. You got to watch it. You got to watch True Stream Media's last upload. He said, I got a box. I'm going to show you what's in the box. But actually, I found a company sent me a box of stuff to try out. So it's pretty funny that True Stream Media, I'm not going to do a broadcast on that, but True Stream Media did something funny. So you have to check it out. It's so funny. I shared it to my Facebook and my Twitter, and I got a box yesterday that I got to go through, and I got to do a review on it and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna open up the box in front of everybody, but I'm gonna do the review. So so make sure you check that out. It's pretty crazy. Ike Diaz Live. Have a great evening. RIP Pat Bowlen, Denver Broncos. I'm still a Bronco fan, regardless, even though they're WWE. I know that's hard to believe, but once you look into it, you'll see what I'm talking about. A lot of people are going to say, Ike, you're wrong. The Broncos are the best. The Broncos are number one. I know, but they're WWE. Have a great day, guys. Have a fun day. This is Saturday. This is on Me TV. This is Cowboy Day. This is my day, guys. So the Cowboy show starting about right now, actually. So Have a great day, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. You're live with Ike Diaz. It goes down. Later, guys.